Did episode 3 of Daredevil Born Again just plant a beautiful seed for a beloved MCU character to make a future appearance? Let's get into it.
Nerd Mafia, forget about it. We run laps in 12 parsecs, maybe less, and done flat. A good fella here to bless them all with fun facts.
Leave the gun. Technique can only.
Last night, Matt Murdock's defense for Hector Ayala depended heavily on a confidential informant witness, Nikki Torres, that his private investigator, Cherry, expertly transported safely to the courtroom, even though the informant was late, under the influence of a controlled substance, can't believe Disney Plus went there, and wearing a suit that was way too big for him. After Tori then refused to help clear Hector's name by acknowledging he was the victim Ayala rushed to defend in the first place, Matt was forced to change strategies. Out of pure desperation, Matt had to expose Victor as being the vigilante White Tiger, and relied on the testimony of multiple character witnesses, including police officers, to help inject reasonable doubt into the charges brought up against Ayala murdering a policeman. And that's when we heard the name
Officer Morales.
For anyone not making the connection, Jefferson Morales, an eventual NYPD captain himself, is the father of none other than Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man. And if you find yourself saying to me right now, "No, you mean Jefferson Davis," well, you're both right and wrong. Jefferson actually changed his name officially in the 2021 release of Miles Morales Spider-Man number 22 to Jefferson Morales, due to him feeling the name carrying the baggage of his former S.H.I.E.L.D. alias, and also because of the name having to do with the first president of the Confederate States of America by chance. Now, with all that being said, this isn't the first time we've gotten an Easter egg like this. Now, I'm sure everyone remembers from Spider-Man Homecoming, Donald Glover's dialogue.
The other night you told that dude, if you're gonna shoot somebody, shoot me. It's pretty ballsy. I don't want those weapons in this neighborhood. I got a nephew who live here.
And following Sony's animated hit movies Into the Spider-Verse, and then Across the Spider-Verse, where Donald Glover actually cameos as a Prowler in full gear,
It's rude to stare.
and then, in fact, raised more questions about whether or not Miles is already in the MCU proper, the hunger for this character to be introduced into live action is real. And Marvel is clearly poking the Sony bear to let them know they're as interested in developing Miles as I know all of you are in smashing the like button and subscribing to this channel. On a different note, we also got an awesome performance for what tragically ended up being actor Kamar De Los Reyes' last role in depicting Hector Ayala and the vigilante White Tiger in the show. And although after all the dramatics and hard work from his legal team, including Matt Murdock, paid off in earning him an acquittal from any guilt in the death of an NYPD police officer, Hector ends up meeting a brutal demise in what can only be described as a gang-style execution delivered by who most people are assuming to be a police officer posing as the Punisher rather than being the anti-hero himself. All of this happens after the fact of us learning about Hector and his wife living with his sister and niece while he's struggling to earn enough money for a deposit on their first apartment. Well, his niece in the comics is Ava Ayala, and eventually she dons the mantle of White Tiger. So somewhere down the line, we may see this character in live action as well. And I'm happy to see that the MCU is back to their old ways of planting seeds in their content that leaves us as viewers anticipating what may or may not ever pay off, but more importantly, gives us an opportunity to have that conversation and theorize the intricacies of this universe that we're all drawn to for our own reasons. Anyway, guys, I was really excited after watching this episode last night. If you want to, you can go back and watch the live stream with me and T-Rev going through everything that we could think of in that episode, including that shocking ending. But if you like this video, please share it with somebody who you think might too. And also subscribe to the channel to keep getting more and more content from me going forward. Till next time, I'm out.
Nerd Mafia, forget about it. We run laps in 12 parsecs, maybe less, and done flat. A good fella here to bless them all with fun facts.
Leave the gun. Technique can only.